What is up, everyone? This is 28 Sneakers. Today I'm going to be bringing you my first video on YouTube, and that is going to be this custom of these Jordan 1.5 Chicago's, and I'm going to be sole swapping these today, so stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to do that. For this custom, you're going to need a donor pair of soles, so I got these off a Jordan 1 Flight. For this pair, we're going to use an X-Acto knife, a seam ripper, and some pliers, and we're actually going to cut out the toe box real quick so we can get to the insole stitching. Now that we have the toe box cut out, we're going to be cutting this white part on the insole, which will help us just pull the stitching right out of the sole. Now, as you can see, when we pull out the stitching on the sole, you can see that it all comes out in one large thread and we can just pull it straight out. Next up, what you're going to do is grab some acetone, and we're going to actually be pouring that down inside the shoe. At this point, we're going to be using a heat gun on a medium setting, and we're just going to be blasting the whole shoe, and this will help the upper detach from the sole itself. Next step is to get the glue off the sole, so what we're going to do is just grab some acetone and cotton balls and go to town on it. After we have that glue off there, we're just going to sand it down a little bit with some sandpaper to help get any extra glue off there. Now, removing the soles on the 1.5, we could use the method I used before with the Flights, but I found it actually easier to just boil some water, and once we have that, we can dip the shoes in and the glue will melt away and we can pull the sole right off. After pulling those soles off the upper, what I did with the wet shoes is I just put in some shoe trees real quick, and I just let them dry so they hold their shape. Now that those uppers are nice and dry, what I did is I went over the upper with some sandpaper and just got any extra glue off of there. And this will help them stick better to the sole when we attach them with the glue. With the uppers taped off, now it is time to actually glue them together. And for this, I chose Barge Infinity Cement. Now with this glue, what we're gonna have to do is let it cure for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go over with the heat gun and reheat it so that the bond is stronger. And then we're just gonna go heel first in and put the shoes together. This is what they look like after the reglue, and now onto the stitching. Now to actually do the restitch, we're going to need a few items. We're going to need a sewing awl and some thread. I'll put the links in the description for the ones I used. But to be honest, this is really the hardest part of the custom. And I'll definitely put a link in the description for a better video on it because I don't feel like I showed it really well. This is our final product, guys. This is the Jordan 1.5 Chicago Custom. These turned out super great. I'm really happy I did it. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.